Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Faith. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button below. Be part of this family. I have found true love. Like, I don't know how to say this, but true love does exist. If you've known me for the longest time, I am a firm believer that true love exists. Whether you are heartbroken how many times, true love exists because I've happened to experience true love, people. Of course, it's not me because I'm currently single, but I got an opportunity to meet this couple who made me believe that true love exists, like for real, true love exists. I was humbled to meet them, Mr. and Miss Mbatia. For this past 1 month, I happened to to be around their household, help them around as a nurse, of course. So Miss Mbatia was sick. She was having this cancer of the pancreas, and the hubby was there with me to help them do that journey of like palliative care for Miss Mbatia. So my boss was the one who introduced me to that family. Like for real, people, I've never seen in my short years a man like taking care of his wife the way I saw Mr. Mbatia take care of his wife. This was something that I've never seen before. A man who is old age, I'm talking about a couple of 75 and 73 years. Mr. was 75 and the Miss was 73 years. They are old people, as you can hear. And the way the man was taking care of his wife, it was so beautiful. Like, I was so impressed and like believed like truly true love exists in this world. You know what this dude did that was so different from any other person? I tell you, true love exists. Don't worry about the hens at the background. We keep some chickens around here. So as I was saying, Mr. Mbatia was showing this wife of his true care, true love that I've never seen in my short years. At the hospital, you normally see how couples behave with each other, those lovey-dovey things you can see, but true love, like true care. This dude knew at the time his wife would take medicine. He was there to like encourage the wife, telling her, I am here, honey, I'm here for you. Like the wife was at this point where she was not talking. She could not even open her eyes, but the hubby was there to reassure her, like, honey, I'm here. Like, he was always like massaging her head, at the back of the head. When a person massages your head, how you feel, you can imagine. That's care. I've never seen that in an hospital, a person of that age, like taking care of their significant others the way I saw this man taking care of his wife. Sometimes he would massage the wife's feet. The feet of his wife were swollen, so we advised them to like lift them up and massage those feet so that the flow of blood could be well. This man massaged his wife each and every time. Like, he was always in that room with his wife. I didn't expect that at first. I thought at first this man was sleeping at his own room and left the wife in that room, but I was surprised. This man was like sharing a room still with his wife, a sick wife who was bedridden. As you can understand, a bedridden person cannot do anything by themselves. They are washed, they are changed on diapers, such things. Sharing a bed with such a person is the most difficult thing a person can ever do, but this man did it. Is in that care and love. Like, this is love. Imagine sharing a bed with someone who is smelling. If you know cancer, those cancer patients, they have these wounds which are smelly. I'm saying smelly. Like, for real, if you had entered that room, it wouldn't want. But this guy was spending up, was like sleeping next to this woman in that it. That's love. I've never seen that before. I bet you've never seen that either. I wish to find someone who will be by my side at that age, like taking care of me. That's true love. Imagine this guy made sure like their workers change their beddings each and every day. White beddings, guys. I don't mean like this colored white. They were ever clean. The wife was ever clean. Even at some point you could not know that the wife was sick because she was ever clean. She would not be left alone. Yeah, you know, some patients I see at the hospital, they are abandoned, like they are dirty, they're not taken care of well, especially these public hospitals. You can see some patients the way they are, their families don't even care, but this man cared about his wife. Imagine Mr. Mbatia used to wash Miss Mbatia, like cleaning her literally, because I was told by my boss that Miss Mbatia said kids should not see her naked. So the husband was the only person who used to wash her. You know, a bedridden person, you cannot, like, this was tough. I mean, a bedridden person is a person who you do everything for, like lifting their hand, lifting their, like turning their head, doing everything for them. Like even washing this kind of a person is a task, a very very big task that I don't know how Mr. Mbatia managed. You know, at some point my boss even told me, I don't know when Miss Mbatia dies what will be left of Mr. Mbatia, because this man really loved his wife. He didn't want to see anything bad happen to his wife. He was there when I was taking vital signs for his wife. He would be there, he would record. I was wondering why was he recording and he's not a medic, but this information, but whoa, this dude used to record each and everything. I would do the blood pressure, he would record. I would do the random blood sugar, he would record. I would do the temperature, he would record. I was wondering, but I think that was care for his wife. He wanted to know how his wife is doing, each and everything that was being done on his wife. He wanted to know details about everything. Like he wanted to know the details that was being done on his wife. Kwa undani kabisa. He wanted to know each and everything. This was care. Like, people, where will you ever find a man, such a man who would do such things at an old age? Nowhere. I was even surprised myself, because this is something rare, a rare kind, a rare breed. Like, you will never find such a thing anywhere. So one time I go to Miss Tambatia's home. I was feeding her. I always fed her. She was using an nasogastric tube to feed, so I was supposed to be there every day to feed her before I leave to go to my place of work. So before feeding her, I used to take her vital signs. And that day, I started with the random blood sugars and it were okay. And then that day, after doing RBS, I decided to do the blood pressure. And the blood pressures were not reading. If you are a medic, you understand this. Probably this person might not be alive because there was no pulse. I was shocked because I knew how this dude loved his wife. I couldn't break such a news. Before confirming that Miss Mbatia was no more, I decided to do the pulse oximetry so that to determine if this person was there or not for real. When I did, it didn't read as well. I was shocked. I decided to like find a reason, go and call my boss to come and confirm this thing before we tell anyone else. So I go out, I call my boss comes, she confirms that, whoa, Miss Mbatia was no more. This was the scariest part, because we didn't know what to do. We didn't know how Mr. Mbatia would react, but that day, luckily, we had put Mr. Mbatia on some pills to calm him down, like make him sleep, because that day Mr. Mbatia was complaining of headache, and we saw that this guy was training, he needed some rest, so we put him on some drugs to make him sleep and calm down and sleep, because he was tired. He was ever moving up and down to make sure his wife was okay. Obviously, he had to calm down and sleep. Now Miss Mbate is dead. Who is going to wake up Mr. Mbate and tell him your wife is no more? It was like, I don't want to imagine. I even ran back to the clinic where I went and left my boss there, because that situation was tough. I didn't want to see how he would react, because I knew he loved his wife so much, and I didn't want to like see his reaction. So I went back to the clinic. My boss came back and told me Mr. Mbatia was sad. He went to where his wife was laying and he cried, literally cried like a baby, and asked, "Why have you left me alone, my dear wife?" And all that stuff of mourning. He was so sad. So after being told about that, we made sure we went to the burial of the wife, so that we could bid her farewell wishes and comfort the family, because they were close to my boss. So we had to attend this burial, and I've linked that audio of the tributes of Mr. Mbatia. It was sad. He really loved his wife. In fact, he said, "Rest in peace, my love." That was his words.
God saw it fit to give you rest from all those sufferings. I give thanks to God. I give thanks to our God who gave us 52 years together. Rest in peace, my love.